The Umbrella Academy's Robert Sheehan has been cast in the upcoming picture Red Sonja. That's true, but how much do we know about this new project role? The concept centers on the titular lethal warrior skilled with a sword. It is based on Marvel Comics, but it is not an MCU production. Here's everything we know so far. Without further ado, let's look at Robert's new movie role in a Marvel film. Robert Sheehan, better known as Klaus of the Umbrella Academy, has landed a role in the upcoming film Red Sonja. The project, based on Marvel Comics but not part of the MCU, is about the titular fierce warrior skilled with a sword. According to Deadline, Sheehan will play Draygan. Matilda Lutz from Revenge will play Red Sonja, and Wallis from Sex/Life will play his half-sister Annisia. F9's Martyn Ford, Thor Love and Thunder's Eliza Matengu, Code Red's Manuel El-Feitury, and Doctor Strange's Katrina Durden are all on board. Joey Soloway of Transparent and Tasha Huo of Tomb Raider will pen the screenplay. Directed by MJ Bassett of Solomon Kane. Quote, "I've always wanted to make Red Sonja film since I was a teenager because she's been a tremendous presence for me and a character I've always wanted to bring to the film screen with my voice and vision," Bassett said via Deadline. Quote, "When I first met Matilda Lutz, I knew she had all the magic I was looking for, and I immediately see the complexity and depth she would bring to Sonja." Sheehan is most recognized for his role as Klaus in the Umbrella Academy's third season, which premiered in June. Showrunner Steve Blackman has stated that he does not expect the show to go much longer than a fourth season. "I'm not sure where we'd go after season 4, he said to The Wrap. "My goal next year is to avoid revisiting previously explored ground. It's difficult to develop a new method to twist this plot, but I think we found one." Moving on, is there going to be a season 4 of the Umbrella Academy? 2 months after the season 3 premiere, Netflix has announced that the Umbrella Academy will return for a 4th and final season. I'm so pleased that the Umbrella Academy's immensely committed fans will be able to see the proper finale to the Hargreaves siblings' journey we began 5 years ago, showrunner Steve Blackman said in a statement to Variety. Opens in a new tab. But before we get there, we have an incredible narrative for season 4, one that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats until the very end. Blackman told The Hollywood Reporter immediately after season 3's launch that he already had plans for a 4th season. "We haven't been picked up, I'm crossing my fingers," Blackman added, "but I have an idea for season 4. I've already figured out the beginning, middle, and end. When I started this, I only had seen 4 seasons of the show. Nothing has passed through my mind, but I've followed a pattern, so I have a solid idea of what season 4 will be like, and it should be just as crazy as the other seasons." What a difficulty these superheroes, this family, have been powerless. Before the epidemic shortened the period between seasons 2 and 3 to 2 years, there were only 17 months between season 1 and 2. Season 4 could premiere in the fall of 2023 if no delays occur. Which cast members will be back for season 4? The 8 core cast members, Elliot Page as Victor, Tom Hopper's Luther, David Casteda as Diego, Emmy Raver Lampman, Allison, Robert Sheehan's Klaus, Aidan Gallagher's 5, Ritu Arya's Lila, and Justin H. Min Ben, are all set to return based on the season 3 ending, plus the anatomy of the show as a whole. With the season 4 announcement, Netflix announced that all of these actors had signed on, including Colm Feore, Reginald Hargreaves as the Big Bad. Season 4 also features Yusuf Gatewood, Ray, Coco Assad Claire, and Lisa Repo Martinell as Hargreaves' partner Abigail. Other fan-favorite cast members that could return include Genesis Rodriguez as Sloane and Jordan Claire Robbins as Grace, because those who died in previous timelines could reappear. If Sloane reappears, the rest of the Sparrow Academy, Justin Cornwell, Marcus, Brittany Oldford, Faye, Jake Epstein, Alfonso, and Kazi David, Jamie, might as well. Also, while it's long shot, it might be fantastic to see Javan Wana Walton return in some form. As season 3 of Umbrella Academy came close, what exactly occurred? When the last season ended in 2020, the new one picked up right where it left off. Hargreaves was so disappointed after meeting the Umbrellas in 1963 that he decided to build the Sparrow Academy over with a new group of youngsters who just happened to have superpowers, including 6 new members and another version of Ben he had never met before. After the Umbrellas' return to the future, Harlan kept his talents, proving that they weren't the most significant historical shift. As a child, he suffered from bullying and isolation, and in 1989, when he learned that the Umbrellas were going to be born, he accidentally accidentally killed their moms, preventing their birth. Returning to 2019 triggered the grandfather paradox, leading to the Kugelblitz that ultimately destroyed the universe. With the help of Sloane, Sparrow Ben, and Lila, Hargreaves lures the Umbrellas into the Hotel Oblivion's mirror during the third season's apocalypse, where Luther and Klaus are killed. Once we learned that the Magistrate built the Umbrellas and Sparrows so an alien could build a new universe, we can appreciate the Magnate's motivation for doing so. Each time, he would have killed 7 warriors to activate the machine, as its protector was a multi-headed version of the Minotaur from Greek mythology who guarded the maze. He is the series' ultimate evil and worst villain, since he always saw his adoptive children as tools for sacrifice. Moving on to further details on the Season 3 recap, Allison realizes she's been misled again by Hargreaves as the machine drains the life from the Sparbrellas' Umbrows and kills him to save everyone. But she still wants to hit the button that will reset the universe, and Victor agrees to let her do so as a sign of trust. Allison then returns to her Los Angeles home to see Claire and Ray, her husband and the father of her daughter. The remaining Umbrellas, plus Lila and Sparrow Ben, exit from the hotel's elevator into a courtyard where they discover their wounds have healed. Luther is no longer half ape, but his joy is short-lived when he finds Sloane has disappeared and that all of their powers have vanished. The closing scene depicts a new chronology of New York in which Hargreaves rules over everything with his resurrected wife at his side. There is also a post-credit scene in which a version of Ben is still alive in South Korea. With that in mind, what is the expected plot of the Umbrella Academy Season 4? The Umbrella Academy is known for its cliffhanger season finales, so the next season has a lot of possibilities. The Season 3 conclusion features a clash between the Umbrellas and Hargreaves, who now controls what appears to be every building in New York and likely has the political power to match. It'll be fascinating to watch what happens if the group goes up against their father now that he's at his strongest, with his dead love still living by his side. Plus, hopefully, Luther informs everyone else that this guy is an alien. Other little elements might have spun out into more theories. Allison and Hargreaves were the only ones involved in the machine's operation, and it appears they both have their heart's desire in their new realm, while the rest of the Umbrellas are unharmed but have lost their powers. Allison still has the bloody wrapped around her arm, indicating that she may still retain them. There's also the question of who she'll support in Umbrellas vs. Hargreaves. If bringing down their father means losing Ray and Claire again, she might help the villain. Finally, what does Blackman have to say about the storyline of the upcoming series? Blackman teased in an interview with Tudman that the Umbrellas will be ready to deal with this change. Quote, "The siblings are always ready for a challenge," he explained to the publication. Hargreaves, who reconfigured the universe at the end of Season 3, has dictated this new timeline, but due to Allison's actions, he was unable to complete what he had begun before Allison pressed the reset button. He went on to say, "So the siblings losing their powers aren't the only anomalies in this timeline. There are new foes that wish to see them extinct. But also, how do they survive without their powers? Is it even possible to get them back? Never before have the stakes been higher." There's also the great matter of how Ben fits in after the credits. Showrunner Steve Blackman revealed to Men's Health that this Sparrow Ben and that Season 4 will explain why he's there or what the spectacles are all about. There's also the mystery of Sloane, who helped power the machine but did not return with the rest of the group. Other unresolved issues include Diego and Lila's pregnancy, Five founding the Commission at some point in his life, and if overcoming Hargreaves entails destroying him or restoring/creating another timeline, or simply the destruction of this one. After all, what would the show be without an apocalypse to end it? Well, this marks the end of our video today. We hope you liked it. On your way out, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.